You know, it's hilarious to me. It's hilarious how my father used to tell me to never lie and always tell the truth because lying was one of the worst things that you could possibly do to anyone around you. And he isn't entirely wrong. However, it's funny that he never stuck to his own word. See, up until last year of January, my father and we had an amazing relationship like none other. We had a good father-son relationship. We always had a good time. I remember all those times that we would go out to the movies or a restaurant in case like my father wasn't in the mood to cook, and just overall just good father son bonding time. I thought he was a good man who, despite his flaws, is a dad who is trying to do his best. And I appreciated him for that. I understood all the reasons, like he couldn't take me to the movies because I was tired from work, all that stuff. I understood completely. Hell, I even stood beside him when he was having health issues. Needless to say, like I stuck by my father's side no matter what. However, what he would do after he would move out and I'd stay here in the country. Finding out what he did broke my heart like no other. I remember being absolutely livid when I found out that my own father, he used to abuse my mother, along with the fact that he would say a bunch of lies to make himself look good in front of those around him, and just overall not being a very good dude. It hurts. I'm not gonna lie. It, it hurts dealing with that, just all that emotional weight of finding out the man that you thought was a good dude despite his flaws was just an absolute piece of shit. I remember being absolutely angry, just overall wishing for his own demise and just wishing just overall negative thoughts altogether. But over the past few months, I basically decided to do some thinking and just try to move on and walk forward from it, because although he's no longer in my life to do any harm to my family and such, I still can't get over it. The fact that all those good times I've had with him is basically just it's just it's basically lies, in other words, because I tend to wonder and look back on those memories that if he was just using my kindness to his advantage, knowing that I would always stick to his side and he would always know that I would all be there for him, like no matter what happened to him, like no matter health issues he had, I would always just stuck by him. Learning how much of a genuine piece of garbage that he is, I didn't know what to think afterwards. I was still an emotional mess because of it, but I it's still gonna take me some time to get over the emotional pain to realize that my own father is not who I thought he was. But the point is that I decided to move forward from that feeling, and I've come to realize that although my feelings are hurt from finding out my father's true colors, I luckily have another family who will always be by my side no matter what. And that other family I'm talking about is my friends. I am so happy to have them around, because if it weren't for them, and yeah, because if it weren't for them, I would most likely be 6 feet under because of all that emotional baggage I carry. So really, it's more of a thank you to all my friends. I don't know what I would do without them, and I'm glad to have them in my life because I don't know what my life would be like without them. So to all my friends watching this, thank you. I'm happy to have you around.